Hello. So I picked up a new toy. It's a Kel-Tec, and you can tell it's really good because see it produces cancer and all that stuff. So anything that produces cancer has got to be good, right? So this is a P17 by Kel-Tec. It's a 22 caliber. Let's see if you can see the P17. So it's a 22 long rifle pistol, and it's very light. It's like all plastic here with steel up there and like some steel inserts and stuff. So it's super lightweight. And well, what it comes in the case, it comes with 3 16-round magazines. So that's definitely nice to get 3 magazines with it. So, and then it comes with 3 stickers. I think this goes on the car. It looks like a car sticker, and then it's got these. So I'll definitely put those to good use. And then there's the instruction manual, and that's just something to protect the barrel. You know, it's like an oil thing. It's got a lock, which I use gun safe, so I don't really use that. And you can change out. This is the threaded barrel, so you can change out the front here if you wanted. You know, you get the little tool there and stuff, and you can basically unscrew this and put the threaded barrel on it, and you get, you know, as you can see, it's got all the tools that you need to do that. So it is kind of nice that they give you that. And then of course it's got the little flag, the chamber flag. So let's clean up some of this so we can take a look at the pistol. So it's kind of a unique gun. So it's all like molded plastic, but it's molded a little bit different. Most of the guns, they mold it with the, you know, they pull like this, and this is all one piece. This is like 2 pieces, 2 halves. You can see where it's got all of that, you know, all the seams and stuff like that. So they've got a bunch of screws that holds it all together. So it's about on par with a high point as far as looks go. But looks can be deceiving. So and then it's got the mag release is the European style, and it's just a really short pull for the magazine. And this is like a single stack magazine. It doesn't have the weird like staggering that the other ones do. It's pretty much a single stack, but it holds 16 rounds. So that's really nice if you live in a state that you can have 16 rounds. So the safety is both sides. So, and the nice thing about it is safety on or off, you can rack the slide. So I like guns that do that because if someone's not very familiar with guns and they want to be safe, they can leave the safety on all the time. They can load it and unload it and all that stuff. And it's, you know, only when you need to fire that the safety, you need to, you know, disengage the safety. So let's start off with the basics. We're going to put, I got a dummy round in there so when we do the trigger pull test. So it weighs 12.7 ounces. The gun is very, very light. So now we're going to put the dummy round in. And let's see what the trigger pull is. Oh, duh. Sorry, I had the safety on. 2 pounds, 5 ounces. So that was, it is a very light trigger. It's a very nice trigger, actually. So, let's see if I can do a reset on it. I want to show the reset, but I need to dry fire it to do that. So I put the round in again. There's the slide release up there. So come on. And then the reset. It is pretty much all the way out. But that's okay. This is not like it's, you know, combat gun. So it does have these adjustable type sights. They're kind of a weird adjustable, but they're adjustable. And then you get the front, which is like a fiber optic type sight. Now, when I take it apart, I'll show you what that is. That's basically, there's a hammer inside, and that red shows that the hammer is cocked back. So, and this is the takedown on it. And then, so the slide is kind of weird. You'll see it when I take it apart, the way the slide works. It's very minimalistic, but it makes it cost effective because this was only $210. So for the cost, it's definitely, it was, you know, an inexpensive gun. So why don't we take it out to the range and see how it shoots? Hello, today we're going to look at the Kel-Tec P17 22 semi. No problems. We'll put another mag through.
Oh, you don't wait for it to hit.
Yeah, once you get used to kind of like.
No problems. Actually, a smooth shooter. So again, this is the Kel-Tec P17 chambered at 22 long rifle. So out at the range, this was at 10 yards. Ignore the bird shot. You know, I had all the targets set up when I was shooting it, and the bird shot peppered all the targets. So, but there's 2 mags at 10 yards, and you can see that it did pretty good. I mean, I was shooting them pretty fast. The gun's got basically no recoil. I mean, as light as it is, being a 22 and stuff, it's got like nothing for a recoil. So to take it apart, what you do, you know, of course, take the mag out. I always seem to forget to do that. Now, what you got to do, and this can be a little tricky, is you got to pull the slide all the way back like that, and then you got to bring these down, the two like thing, and then bring the slide even further back, and then it comes off. And you can see that it's like this is like a bent steel sheet metal, and then it's got a little inserted block that's probably screwed in there. I can't really see, but it looks like it's got screws, or it might be pinned in there. But that's basically what's in there. And then of course you've got the barrel that's set in with some metal, you know, rails around it and stuff for the trigger and all that. But it's basically an embedded metal block that, you know, when you close the frame around it, it locks it in place. And there's the extractor, which is metal, and then there's the little hammer that I was saying. So let's see, that would go forward. When it's locked back, you can see through the little square that it's ready to fire. So that's kind of a nice thing that they did. And then this, and I'm not going to take the tool off, but you can unscrew that to put the threaded barrel if you wanted to use a silencer or compensator or something like that. And then to put it back together, it's the same. And this is where it gets a little tricky because you've got to pull it all the way back. So like I said, you got to pull it all the way back. Then you have to pull those down, pull it back even further, and then you push it down, and then it goes into the, you know, the rails. So that's how it comes apart. It's not too bad. It's just kind of a, you know, you got to grab it and try and pull it back after you're pulling these down. So maybe a little switch would have been nicer, but that's the basics of it. And I was very impressed at how well it shot. I had just one little hiccup. These mags or like that 16th round is very hard to get in. So I had on the second mag, and it only happened once. It went to feed it in, and it kind of got hung up. And I think that's just because they're really tough to get that last round in. I'm sure when it breaks in, it'll be a lot better. But it's not like the Taurus TX is a great gun, but if you load the mags wrong, it doesn't work. So you'll get all kinds of weird things because the lip they'll go over each other. This side, I didn't have any of that problem. I couldn't load this wrong. So it's definitely a good design. All plastic though. Everything except for probably the spring is plastic inside there. So very plasticky feel, but I have to say, if you're looking for a gun that's like just a carry gun or like a hunting gun or something like that, that a little 22 pistol that you're gonna shoot squirrels or something like that, or just target fun, and you want something that's inexpensive and that works great. This is definitely a great option for it because I mean, the texturing's not the greatest on it, but it's a 22. Other than the looks, like I said, it's on par with High Point for looks, but it's also on par with High Point for reliability. It's like it was 100%. That one hiccup was it, and I put 6 mags through it, shooting in the day, and that was the only hiccup I had, and literally that was the second mag that I had put through the gun. So I didn't clean it, I didn't do anything. I just took it out of the box, went to the range, and shot it. So for the 210 that I spent for it, it's a great gun. And it, like I said, it looks kind of funny. They do make it in like a tan and like olive green, which the shop had them, and I was like, I'd rather have a black one. So he ordered me a black one, and I got it in the next week. But this is the Kel-Tec P17, and I think that just because it will hold 17, so it's 16 plus 1, and it's a nice little 22. Kel-Tec did a really good job on this. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and hopefully you have a good day.